Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So I think basically everyone and their mothers know the BLOXBURG gardening update came out, and I'm probably late to the party of talking about it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because if any of you have seen my video over items that I want to be added into BLOXBURG, if you haven't, it'll be linked in the description. But the very first thing I talked about was wanting new plants and flowers, and I later talked about more gardening type things, so of course, like everyone else, I was so excited to see that this was actually happening. I know that the BLOXBURG creator, as well as some of the asset creators, watched my videos and they took notes, so you're welcome. Of course, a lot of these things were planned, but I bugged them all about it so much, so I'd like to say that I helped, especially considering the plain books and the square painting were added into this update. I don't care if they were planned already, I'm saying I did that. Anyways, I actually recorded my initial reaction to everything in this update, but unfortunately the audio file was corrupt and the video was all laggy because I accidentally used the wrong recorder, so it was a total flop. But I was playing around and didn't record anything, but I ended up making a tiny home with a greenhouse, and I used a lot of the things from the update, so I thought I'd showcase it anyway and maybe talk about some things, say what I like, what I don't like, whatever it may be. Before I get into that, I just want to quickly go over the changelog thing if anyone hasn't seen it all yet. So this is version 0.7.6. So the first thing added was the gardening scale, which was a thing before. I think most people noticed it, but you couldn't actually do anything with it, so now obviously you can. Several plants, flowers, and pots. They also added a party invite and donation permission setting, so if you don't want to receive any party invites or you don't want to be able to receive donations, that was added. Also, build permission is now required to change pictures, which used to be, I think, roommate could change pictures, but now you have to have the build permission. Guests can no longer take food in display cases. I know so many people asked for this after the last bakery type update. They also improved roof generation algorithm. Now when you're placing like custom roofs or flooring, it has kind of a guideline so that you can see. It's so much easier. Several interface changes, and also they changed the lighting mode. So now some lamp configurations might look too bright now. So the lighting is so much better. They are much brighter and there's shadows and it just looks so pretty. And also, of course, major bug fixes as always. So I'm gonna stop rambling on now and let's get started with the tour. Okay, I just want to take a moment, like, look at these shadows. They look so nice now. Like, oh my goodness. It looks so much more realistic. Also want to take a moment for the little wall planter thing underneath the windows. Those are so cute. Also, as you can see, hanging plants were added. I am so excited about these. This was one of the first things that I talked about. I wanted hanging plants so badly because they just look so cute on porches, back porches, anything. Probably will look really cute inside. I haven't done that yet. But if you love plants like I do, that was amazing. There's another one of the glass pots there with these sunflowers. I absolutely love the sunflowers so much. So this house is just like a little basic house. I didn't really do much decorating in it. I was kind of focusing more on just the outdoor and the plants and everything. So really basic, just really tiny, but still cute. Also, I didn't mention this, but you cannot place the flowers inside of a vase when you're in build mode. So if you are placing flowers out of build mode, if you've already unlocked the level and everything, you have to kind of place it on the table and then go back into the live mode and place it in the vase like that. I don't believe you can do it in build mode. I haven't figured out how, if you can. But you can also plant the flowers in a planter, and when they're ready to be picked, you can just pick them up and put them in a vase, or you can put them in your inventory, which is really nice. So you can only access your inventory, I believe, in build mode. So again, you just place it on the table and then go back into live mode and place it in the vase. Also, if you can see on the shelf, there are plain books now. Like I mentioned earlier, you can color them however you want. I so appreciate that. I've talked about it so much, wanting plain books, so thank you so much. So I go past these pretty quickly right here, but they did add bushes. There are no flower option for bushes, I don't think, but there are just plain ones if you did want those. There's a round one and then a thicker, like oval shaped one, sort of. And again, with the pergola, I just put a bird feeder under it. Not a bird feeder, a little water thingy, I forgot what they're called. But also, as you can see, there are little grass options now. There's a short one and a tall one, so it kind of just adds more realism. And also, there are fruit trees now. I've only unlocked this one so far. I think I'm level 5 in gardening. I kind of gave up trying to get it up. But this one is an apple tree, and I think there's a pear tree. I don't know if there's anything else. I haven't really looked. But you can pick the apples. You can harvest them for money, or you can store them so that you can eat them later. I'm not sure how long it takes to grow. I did not grow this. I actually just put it right in build mode, but I'm assuming this one takes quite a while. Okay, so I am so happy about this. I used to use little carpets on top of water so that you can just walk right across it, but after the basement update, you can no longer do that because you just fall through the carpets. And I know so many people were upset about it because I used it in my builds quite a few times, but they added little stepping stone things that you can actually place. You can't place them on top of the water. You have to place it on floor first and then add the water underneath it, but you can walk across them no problem, so that is really nice. There is a smaller square, then there's this rectangle, and then there's also kind of an irregular shaped one, so it's really nice and it looks really cute. As you can see, they also added a wheelbarrow. You can use the wheelbarrow, you can like walk around with it. Honestly, I have no idea what it does. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know if you can like harvest the plants or whatever. You don't harvest plants, I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean. So this was my attempt at making a greenhouse. I kept a lot of the planters as their original color. I think it looked super cute and bright. I think I used every single plant or flower option that was available, and I also tried to use a lot of the different types of planters, but there are so many more. And again, there are little stacked plain books that you can color. So one of the things that I talked about in my items that I want to see video was glass roofs. I think it was actually the ones that you wanted to see. I think it was one of your suggestions. They are not added yet, but I just used the glass tables. You have to place a floor down and then you place the tables on top of it, and then I just used the short fence thing, whatever it's called, and put it underneath where the feet of the tables were so that it just didn't look as weird. And with the new lighting, as you can see, having the open roof, the glass walls, there's so many nice shadows. It just looks so good. I love it. There are options for carrots and watermelon, which are so cute. You can store them in your inventory and eat them later. I'm pretty sure. I haven't tried eating them yet or taking them out. I also haven't harvested a watermelon yet, but I'm pretty sure you can. There's also a bigger cactus, which looks really nice if you want to make like a desert kind of build. Since it's summer, I mean, I might do that. Also, I didn't mention this, but the path that is in this whole greenhouse is a new carpet option. There is a long rectangle one, there's the plain one without a border, and one with a border, if you're wondering. But yeah, this is the build that I came up with. I think it turned out really cute. I am sorry that there's no speed build. I really wasn't planning on actually liking it or anything, but I hope y'all like it. I will include screenshots of like the top down and just like the dimensions if you do want to try to recreate it, but again, there is no speed build. So there are a couple more items that I did not include or talk about in this. There are different TV options. They're super big, like flat screen TVs that are modern and really nice. And then they also did add succulents, which I didn't go over. I think I used it in the house, but they are super cute. If you like the look of succulents, they look really nice. And of course, like I mentioned before, there were so many different types of planters with different designs, small, big, all of that. I also do have to mention, some people are confused by the planting. You do not have to use block bucks to add fertilizer to the plants. That just makes them instantly grow, but you do not have to use it at all. Everything will grow on its own, but be careful because the flowers will die if you do not water them. So there are sprinkler options. For me personally, I'm not sure why, but the sprinklers haven't really been working. My plants are still dying. I don't know if that was just like a little bug and it will work, but for me personally, it hasn't been working. They also have been dying kind of quickly. Might just be me losing track of time, not paying attention, but they do die, so you do have to water them pretty frequently. And from what I've noticed, the gardening skill does take quite a bit of time, just like everything else, to get up. But as your plants are growing, your skill will go up. So if you just plant a bunch of things and leave it, your skill will continue to go up. So it's not just like once you plant a flower or something, your skill will go up, because it might not. You have to let it grow, and that is how you will gain your skill. From what I've noticed, I don't know, I might be completely wrong, but that's how it's been working out for me. So I think that's all I really have to say about this update. I love it so much. I have so many ideas for future builds, and I hope some of this gave you inspiration. I am sorry again, there's no speed build, but hopefully you can look at this, take ideas for yourself. Also, I know there's been a lot of complaints about the new lighting system. I don't think that was the developer's choice to have that added. I think Roblox changed the whole algorithm or whatever. I don't know technical terms, but if you do add too many lights, it will be extremely bright. But remember, you can just turn some of them off if they're just for decoration, or you can change the color of them if you don't want to have to go through turning all of them off. I think if you make the color black, nothing will happen, no light will go through it, but you can also change the lighting to like orange colors or yellow colors, like Lennon is kind of the mix of orange and yellow. I know that will make it have really nice lighting. So if the white lighting is not working for you, again, just change the color, turn them off, delete some of the lights. I know it can be really bright, but in my opinion, this looks so much more realistic and nice. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, this is what I created with the gardening update the day it came out. I hope you guys like it, and let me know in the comments what you like about the update, what you don't like, what you wish was added, all of that. And remember, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow my social medias. They'll all be linked in the description. I post early sneak peeks of new builds on my Instagram, so you can see everything before it comes out. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys like the update. I hope you guys let your creative juices flow and make something amazing. And I love you always, and I will see you in the next video.